see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
The race in Thailand, held at the Chang International Circuit in Buriram, was predicted from the start to be a tough test for Yamaha. The high track temperatures, harsh braking characteristics, and combination of stop-and-go corners made braking a crucial factor. However, what happened was beyond expectations. Several Yamaha riders appeared to be struggling to control their bikes under hard braking, especially in the sharp turns of Sector 3. Toprak, known for his aggressive late braking and heavy reliance on front-end control, was seen running wide several times during the crucial session. He appeared disappointed on the bike, his gestures clearly indicating that something was wrong. After the session ended, cameras captured his serious expression as he returned to the team garage. And then the bomb exploded. In a post-session interview, Toprak didn't hold back. He stated that Yamaha's braking issues weren't just a matter of feeling, but rather a fundamental problem with setup and technical communication. But most surprisingly, he directly addressed how the bike's development direction in recent races had been too compromising. Many immediately took this comment to Jack Miller, who has been actively involved in Yamaha's braking setup development in recent weeks. Miller is known as a strong rider in race management, and often provides detailed input on rear-end stability during corner entry. However, according to sources within the paddock, there are differences in approach between Toprak and Miller regarding ideal braking characteristics. Toprak is a very aggressive rider when entering corners, relying entirely on the front of the bike. Miller, meanwhile, prefers a stable and progressive approach. This difference in philosophy is thought to have sparked tension. In his statement, Toprak said he wanted a bike that dared to stop, and not feared to enter corners. This statement immediately drew media attention. Many analysts saw this as a subtle dig at the more conservative setup. Yamaha itself has not issued an official statement alleging any internal conflict. However, the facts on the ground show that their performance in Thailand was far from expected. In high temperatures, brake fading and consistent lever pressure became serious issues. Several times, riders were seen having to adjust their braking points early, something that is very detrimental at a circuit like Buriram. Jack Miller, when asked about Toprak's comments, chose a diplomatic response. He stated that each rider has their own style, and the team is working hard to find the best solution for everyone. But his body language indicated that there was tension that had not completely subsided. And here is the complete news. A major drama truly erupted in the Thailand paddock. Amidst extreme temperatures and immense pressure in Buriram, a single statement from Toprak Razgatlioglu rocked Yamaha internally and dragged Jack Miller into the controversy. What really happened behind the brake chaos that heated up the team? Racing at the Chang International Circuit in Buriram is always a physical and technical test. This track is known for being tough on braking systems. Long hard braking zones, asphalt temperatures that can reach over 50 degrees Celsius, and the stop-and-go nature of the track force the bike to work at its maximum limit. However, this weekend, Yamaha appeared to be in far from ideal condition. From the first free practice session, it was clear something was amiss. Toprak was seen shaking his head several times while pitting. He ran wide at turns 3 and 12, two of the most crucial braking points on this circuit. Data showed inconsistent front brake pressure, and a shifting lever feel between laps. For a rider like Toprak, renowned as one of the most aggressive late brakers in the world, losing confidence in the front end of the bike is a nightmare. Toprak is a rider who builds his performance on absolute confidence in the front end. He often brakes deeply, almost theoretically impossible, then leans the bike while maintaining pressure on the front. This style makes him spectacular. However, it is also very sensitive to small changes in the braking system and weight distribution. When questioned by the media after a disappointing session, Toprak spoke in a less casual tone. He revealed that the direction of the bike's development doesn't fully match the needs of his riding style. This statement immediately sparked speculation. In recent races, Yamaha has been rumored to have changed several setup approaches, particularly regarding rear stability and engine braking characteristics. And this is where Jack Miller's name began to be linked. Jack Miller is known as a rider who is very detailed in providing technical feedback. He has a strong reputation for helping bike development, especially regarding corner entry balance and rear grip control. In recent weeks, Miller has been reported to be more involved in technical discussions regarding Yamaha's braking system and chassis stability. The difference in style between Toprak and Miller is stark. Miller tends to brake straighter, keeping the bike stable before turning. Meanwhile, Toprak pushes the limits with an aggressive approach and sharp entry angles. If the development direction leans toward one style, other riders could feel like they've lost their identity on the bike. In a follow-up statement, Toprak made a very pointed statement. "We can't make a bike that's just safe. It has to be competitive and daring." Many analysts read this as a strong message to the team. It wasn't just a technical criticism, but also a warning that too much compromise could sacrifice maximum performance. Brake chaos was evident during the sprint sessions. Several Yamaha riders experienced moments of near loss of control under hard braking. There were indications that the system's temperature rose drastically, causing the field to change lap by lap. Even in closed-door interviews, several crew members admitted that temperature management was a major issue that weekend. Miller, when asked about Toprak's comments, responded diplomatically. He emphasized that all riders have different styles, and the team was searching for the best compromise. However, he also mentioned that stability is key in conditions like Thailand. This statement seemed to emphasize the difference in philosophy. Adding to the tension was the fact that Yamaha was in a major transition phase. They were trying to catch up with manufacturers like Ducati and KTM, who had looked more solid at the start of the season. With the pressure to achieve immediate results, every technical decision becomes extremely sensitive. In the paddock, rumors began to circulate that internal Yamaha discussions were quite intense after the qualifying session. Several engineers were seen having lengthy conversations with Toprak, trying to understand the details of his complaints. Meanwhile, Miller's team was also conducting extensive data evaluations on brake pressure distribution and engine braking response. This wasn't just about one race. This was about the direction of the season. If Yamaha focused too much on a single setup approach, it could create internal imbalances. But if they tried to satisfy everyone at once, the bike could lose its technical identity. This is where team management was tested. Toprak himself is known for being outspoken yet highly professional. He rarely makes open criticisms without good reason. So when he spoke so harshly in front of the cameras, many believed his frustration was genuine. Some observers even called this moment a turning point in Yamaha's internal relations this season. If resolved with open communication and the right technical solutions, Yamaha can emerge stronger. But if not, this tension could escalate into a more serious internal rivalry. Interestingly, after the main race, Toprak still showed good sportsmanship by shaking hands with Miller. But his expression remained serious. He knows the season is long, and every point counts. Now all eyes are on the next race. Will Yamaha bring a braking system update? Will the setup be readjusted to Toprak's aggressive style? Or will they stick with Miller's stable approach? Clearly, Thailand isn't just about the final result in the standings. It's about the big message Toprak is sending to the public and within his own team. A bombshell has been dropped, and its impact may only be felt in the next few races.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that.